स्पॉटेड करवा रहा था ना किधर
क्रॉस हो गया क्रॉस तेरे के लिए मैं भी तो क्रॉस हुआ तेरे लिए भी क्रॉस हुआ
इधर स्पॉटेड होगा इधर नहीं आएगा वो अंदर गया सोलो
भाई साहब
यहाँ पे
One straight up. Katrina. हटो जरा हटो हटो
ए भाई साहब
करीना यो करीना करीना
banner along with Harsh. Thank you. Why don't you come in the middle? Thank you. Thank you, Katrina. Thank you, Kartik. Thank you, Harsh. I've requested Diya to just stay on. A major issue that we chose and embraced in the year 2007 at the Iifa in Yorkshire has been environment. Iifa was the first platform to be able to embrace the issue of environment, climate change, global warming, long while before all of us really woke up to it. And really, Iifa changed its red carpet to the green carpet and turned the spotlight onto the planet. At that time, very few people understood what we were talking about, and very, very few believed that we made any sense at all. And one of those who embraced the cause completely and wholly was our friend, Mirza. Diya, established actor, award-winning actor, producer, and dons multiple hats. One of the most important hats that she wears is that of campaigning about causes, embracing nature, and really being able to pick up issues that matter and concern the world. No wonder that the United Nations Environment chose Diya as their goodwill ambassador a few years ago, and she continues to campaign about the environment across platforms, both in India and across the world. With great pleasure and complete delight, may I request Diya to address us on the issues, especially that we are looking at embracing this year and campaigning about through this year's Iifa.
Thank you, Sabas. Thank you, Viscraft. Thank you, Viraf, Andre, Sabas, Noreen, and the entire Viscraft family for being such incredible champions of what truly matters. Your tagline, "One people, one world," is so symbolic to everything that you do. And I think as artists, we feel it every year. And I've had the good fortune of being a part of your journey for 19 of the 20 years. So thank you. And through this journey, as we have all grown and evolved as human beings, we've come to recognize that there are certain things that we cannot ignore. And one of the things that we've discovered we absolutely cannot ignore is the fact that our existence, our health, our well-being, our progress, our growth, our success as human beings, as a society, as a country, as a world, is completely interconnected and dependent on nature. And what has been absolutely amazing in the last few years is the incredible behavioral change that actors who've campaigned for, whether it was the Beat Plastic Pollution campaign with the UNEP that we did last year, the year before that, whenever we've spoken about clean air, more and more artists, especially the younger generation, has been campaigning, voicing, and finding their own interpretations and opportunities to bring better awareness. But that awareness really starts from personal action and personal change. I'm going to name a few people here who I really admire for the changes that they've brought it up about. All the PAPs seated here will attest to this fact that in the last 2 years, since we launched the Beat Plastic Pollution campaign, at the Iifa press conference, and my bandness of carrying my metal bottle everywhere I go, at the risk of being called crazy, has had some effect. And that effect is evidenced in many of your photographs of sightings outside gyms, sightings outside various places where leading ladies, and I have to say it's mostly the ladies, who are carrying their own traveling bottles. And they have ditched the single-use plastic bottle. And that's just one behavioral change. There are artists in our fraternity, whether there are writers, directors, actors, editors, musicians, singers, each one is beginning to weave in the narrative of nature into their storytelling and into the craft and into the work that they're doing. I am especially privileged to be a part of this year's Iifa because it's being held in Madhya Pradesh. It is an extraordinary state. It's the first state I witnessed my first wild tiger in, at Pench, Madhya Pradesh. And whether it's the Gond art or it's the tribal culture, in fact, we were talking about reducing air pollution, and we gave the tribal ladies cooking equipment that didn't have to burn coal or wood. And they made the most amazing handmade rotis with that cooking device. Now, these are stories that we hope to be able to tell through the Iifa platform. Stories about human change, behavioral change, and the celebration of these narratives that will bring bigger and better change. And thank you once again, Iifa and Viscraft, for making the difference that you do and giving UNEP the opportunity to collaborate with you. This is a very important decade. The next 10 years will truly attest to the fact on whether we are deserving of this planet or not. So we can all start. Today, now, every action counts, every choice counts, and I know we are capable of doing much, much more. Thank you.